scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Rams 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 5 now. Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A huge play there for Chicago. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bears 14. Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Jones throw caught by Tony. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
That's good for an LA Rams.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 17, Jones. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kadarius Toney with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. There again is Cooks, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tannehill's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Jones. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second and
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry.
Touchdown! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath after. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous. Impossible, whatever you want to call it. 22.6 miles per hour. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
ties the game at 21 apiece.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Being chased out left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He gets it to Cooks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Justin Matabike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6.
Jones. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Tannehill to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that